keep warning you that it's time to ring the register on these speculative stocks so you don't get wiped out like you would have on days like today. But speculation itself is not bad. In a 5-stock portfolio, like I suggest in How to Make Money in Any Market, I actually encourage speculation, especially for young people. You can have one spec when you're older, north of 25, say, and 2 out of 5 if you're even younger than that. A solid speculative pick can change your entire life, even if it's a high-risk proposition like NVIDIA was when I first started recommending it. You have my blessing to own 2 specs when you're too young, because you got your whole darn life ahead of you to make back any potential losses. But if you're going to speculate, you need to do it wisely. Searching for young companies with a clear line of sight to profits, not older companies that have lost money for ages and have no hope of generating positive earnings, maybe even sales in time or for the near future. Especially when, their stock prices have gone parabolic, as I keep talking about, and they need to raise capital. That's a recipe for disaster right out of the Donner Party cookbook. Which is why last night's lightning round really had me bummed out. I don't know the stock questions ahead of time, as I tell you every night, but I do follow a lot of stocks, and last night was just a wise speculator's nightmare. They know nothing! Let's go down the list in the order that I took them. The first was AST Space Mobile. Now, here's a stock that, though it's up more than 200% for the year, is at 71 and change. It's still down more than 30 points from its high just 6 days ago. I've been warning people that you have to start bailing when you see big financings like we had at the end of the dot-com era. Sure enough, AST Space Mobile, an intriguing cellular broadband play, just offered $1 billion in convertible notes and 2 million shares at 78 and change. It's lost money for the last 5 years with a $677 million in negative free cash flow for the last 12 months. I say no thank you. Next up is Trilogy Metals, up roughly 345% for the year, despite the fact that it's come down from 11 to 5 over just the past 8 days. Precious metals, rare earths, who knows? Trilogy's got no sales, hasn't in 5 years, been losing money year after year after year after year. Sold to you. Then there's Grail, a company that has a blood test that can detect cancer. Maybe. It's just got a readout for how the test works, and the results were mixed to positive. Grail immediately took advantage of a huge spike on the news and to do a private placement of $325 million. Now, I'm intrigued by the technology, but the company's been losing hundreds of millions of dollars in the last 5 years, and the stock is up 347% for the year. Don't call yourself early if you're buying this one, even as the stock has pulled back from 103 to 79 over the past 2 days. Next up, Tecogen. That's a cogeneration company called for cleaner energy for on-site cooling and powering of the data center. Their chiller is known as the TecoChill. The stock's up nearly 475%, even though it's now at 8, down from 12 last week. The company got a nice revenue ramp, but has never turned a profit. I kind of like this one, but it's really speculative. I prefer something more solid, like a Vertiv after this decline today. What a buying opportunity. Then there's Aurora Innovation. It's a self-driving technology company, trades at under 5. This is another company that's never made money in the last 5 years. In fact, it's lost hundreds of millions of dollars. Just go buy the stock of Tesla in the weakness. Then there's Rigetti Computing, a quantum computing company. Rigetti's up 136% for the year. The company has declining revenues for the last 3 years. It's losing gobs of money. Board member just sold $2.8 million worth of stock. Good for her. Or him, I don't know. I don't see how you can own a quantum computing play that's losing tens of millions of dollars with the results far off in the future when there's heavy insider selling. Now, I'm not saying that none of these specs will ever amount to anything. I am saying that the odds of these particular stocks making you money seem very slim outside of the speculative mania that we've been through, where you buy high and hope to sell higher. The mania does seem to have come to an end. In each case, there's a much better, higher grade alternative of the stocks I just mentioned. These are all just overheated junk that are due for a bounce, and when you get one, be sure to sell them, because we are just going to revisit these nasty levels once again before an even bigger breakdown, just like that of 2000 justifiably occurs. I'd like to say there's always a bull market somewhere. Promise that I'll find it just for you right here on Mad Money. I'm Jim Cramer. See you tomorrow.